Thanks so much, Joe, Pete and Potts up in the booth here alongside Ross Williams to call the action this afternoon just after 3 p.m. and we are going to get our quarterfinals underway here in Portugal. Kolohe Andino takes on Adriano de Souza in a very difficult encounter to forecast. And Kolohe Andino will jump straight into the opportunity as he runs through a gutter here on a corner and he gets it going. The crowd already applauding. They've been in attendance for hours on end. And a little applause there and a quick starter for Kolohe Andino with 35-minute heats on offer here.
Hard to find this afternoon. It's kind of feast or famine. It really is going to be probably an afternoon of 8s and 9s and 10s or nothing. But right there, that's a rare 4-pointer maybe, something like that. So he'll take that for a backup score. And the reason it's going to be short is it's just a shampoo. It's a quick barrel, nice in and out. But again, Gigs, these are hard to find right now, but they are comforting because it gives them a little something to work with. And you surf away from it. You sit right next to it, and it does split the swell in half a little bit, and then you'll surf into clear water.
Wow, Kolohe Andino from deep and steep will go down the face behind the curtain and pull a second score out as we move into the 29th minute here.
And that'll really come into the score line for the judges. They'll factor that in. It's one of the more technical things you can do today. You're not going for off the lips or airs or floaters. It's all about how late you can get underneath the lip and take off and navigate that late drop.
That the athletes can work with here. We are on the low tide here in Portugal and there are some corners and de Souza will now activate it. He'll go into that tube stance, keeps the center of gravity low. But it's just a little quick in and out. How was Kolohe Andino's form when he got his rails working on those big lefts 2 days back? And Kolohe is going to use priority. He's going to get absolutely piped here. The beach absolutely goes crazy and for a very good reason. Kolohe Andino has threaded a thunderbolt right there.
It lit up. It was just so great to hear the fans flying off their handle, and rightfully so. That was a really well-surfed wave. Perfect execution through the backhand barrel there. With priority, Adriano de Souza out the back with his hands up.
When it goes your way as we lock onto him again behind the curtain. And we'll watch very closely for a reappearance here. It'll be an incomplete, but wow, 3 minutes to go. Ross Kolohe Andino has certainly shut this out for himself, and he's on his way to the semis, surely.
Yeah, quick wave here for Adriano.
Well, here's the fight back. Adriano de Souza in the tube, beautifully. Tight pivot in the lip. Drives again, nice and tight. Of course, de Souza, such a methodical, scientific approach to every heat. Our world champion on screen, just shaking his head. Kolohe will just roll it in here as the heat counts down. And it's down to 1 second, and now it's an official result. That man, Kolohe Andino, is on his way to the semi-finals again, Ross, in Europe here.
Yeah, that's incredible. So Kolohe Andino is definitely hitting his stride. That's a very, you can be proud of that total right there, 17.34. He did some really good tube riding out there. He's going to be stoked.
Great heat total there.